Well, welcome to the 700 Club. Victims of sex trafficking suffer from trauma long after they're set free from the industry.
In Tennessee, trafficking increased more than 30% in recent years. So now there are a growing number of victims who need help. Charlene Aaron visited one ministry that's providing much-needed healing for a fresh start.
Rest Stop Ministries here in Lebanon, Tennessee is dedicated to restoring women who have been trafficked. It offers a long-term trauma recovery program as well as educational and job training opportunities in an effort to help victims heal.
It started when I was 3, actually.
Galia Ahava Miera's own grandfather took that step by selling her for sex to his fellow members of the KKK.
That went on up until he passed away when I was almost 7.
That trauma then led to a lonely life of drug and alcohol abuse.
Actually, I had been on life support for 9 days due to an overdose, and no one came to the hospital to see me, no one in my family at all. When I woke up, after they had taken the machines off, there was a social worker there from CPS. And that is how I got out. I got put in foster care.
After aging out of foster care, Galia hoped marriage might provide a new start. Sadly, her husband continued the exploitation and even became her pimp.
He actually would sleep with a pistol under my pillow with his finger on the trigger. For me to just be able to reach out to someone and say this is happening wasn't possible.
Her breakthrough came during a secret Skype call with a trauma counselor who told Galia about Rest Stop Ministries, Tennessee's first long-term program for female sex trafficking victims.
They partnered with another agency and sent a rescue team to Ohio to get me out of that situation.
These women come to us broken, body, mind, soul, and spirit. We have a trauma-focused therapist, and we have clinical case managers creating comprehensive healing plans that help these women deal with whatever they need to deal with to be completely rehabilitated, made whole in Christ.
Founder and executive director Rondi Smith explains the ministry's holistic approach.
We tell these women when they come through the door, your life has been hard, but the bravest thing you've ever done is walk through these doors, and the healing journey is going to be just as hard. And if you'll come and just focus on doing the very hard work of healing, we're going to take care of your every need.
Part of that healing includes a 9-month curriculum called Good Hope Farms that provides education and employment opportunities.
They are learning job skills, paid hands-on. They are being paid to learn because they need to be ready when they transition and when they start working and earning, and it boosts their self-esteem, and they realize there is hope for me to transform my life.
Hope came in the form of the opportunity to purchase a 25-acre property that would allow the growing ministry to turn evil into good.
We have seen in our 8.5 years being open, 57 souls who have come through. And you might say, well, that doesn't sound like a lot for 8 years. Remember, they can stay here 2 full years. So many of them now are living independently for the very first time. They get their driver's license for the first time when they're here. We had a resident who came here with no teeth because her pimp had knocked them out with a bat, and she got a new smile.
Due to this type of trauma, the ministry must take care in its approach to sharing the gospel. And Smith says testimonies of lives changed are especially gratifying.
We have a group of women right now. They've claimed a church here in town. They go together as a community. They love it. They are on fire. They would all testify to you if you could talk to each one of them today that they know that God has been their answer.
That includes Galia, whose name in Hebrew means beloved, redeemed, shining light. Since completing the program, she helps others at a short-term rehab facility in Nashville.
Everyone at Rest Stop has walked beside me. When I was struggling, they were my legs so I could stand, and they would hold me up till I could walk on my own. Watching my clients come in broken and hopeless and helpless to the day they leave, and watching that transformation is one of the greatest blessings.
A transformation she hopes to provide to other survivors.
There is love out there, the love of Jesus and those people he put in the path. You don't have to do it alone. There's hope, there's healing, there's freedom.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Lebanon, Tennessee.
Let me echo what was on that slide above her head. Let us stop shooting the wounded. In sex trafficking, there are absolute victims, and anyone who has been trafficked is a victim. As a culture, as Christians, we should reach out with love and compassion to let them know God has a much different plan for you. You can be delivered from this, and you can have a life once again.